Welcome to the show, eh? I'm Chris, the comic book Canadian here, eh? And I'm here to show you the comic books, huh?
Here is Chris, the comic book nerd. Hello, all you YouTube comic book nerds.
First here, these were all the comics that I'm about to show you. Did come from CBA Comic Book Addiction from the Ontario area. Anyways, I did an unboxing, my usual sped up thing with a little drawing, but unfortunately the quick little unboxing got deleted when we decided to do the contest video accidentally. So anyways, this is the drawing that I did. I did a little speed drawing of Wolverine and added some, Sharpie colors there, black and yellow. So that's that. Keep the box for future use. So let's get on to comic books, trying to burn through them. Most of you guys have seen these, but again, I may be late with the comic books, but hopefully I share something a little different than everybody else has. So we'll get right into it now with Batman issue number 2, Capullo cover, regular cover. Good cover, something similar to number 1. I probably prefer the art on this one because this is basically the cover. You don't really see this exact panel in inside the comic book like issue number 1 was almost an exact copy of one of the panels inside the book. But yeah, Batman is not as exciting as I wanted it to be, or it's kind of there. It's meh for me a little bit. I'm not really hating it, not completely liking it. Artwork is, of course, Capullo, one of my favorites. But I do have a complaint that he's not making Batman as dark as I want him to. It's not quite a division between the Bruce Wayne and the Batman. Bruce Wayne, you have it be really upbeat and all that and colorful, which it is. But Batman, I want to see a little bit more darker, real, closer to all of his Spawn stuff. But yet, it's still good art. Now the story, last issue cliffhanger with saying the DNA under that one fella's, the murdered fella, anyways, DNA on him was of Dick Grayson. Ooh, that wasn't really a big shock to me. And of course, issue number 2, you find out here that he did tell Dick Grayson about it, but he's still watching him. But it's a kind of a no big deal sort of thing, really. And so in this one, he does get attacked when he's meeting with having a meeting with somebody, and I think it was the Gotham Tower. I think it was. It must have been. And anyways, Bruce Wayne gets attacked like he was supposed to be attacked. But the person he was meeting with seems like he had a few more secrets to tell about what's happening on. And so anyways, he gets attacked by this owl guy. I don't know what exactly he is, but kind of like an old, it would seem by the storytelling, an old group. I don't know what they're exactly called, I can't remember. Anyways, but the symbol of that group is the owls, and the guy is wearing kind of a cool outfit. But anyways, gets in a little tussle with Batman. That was neat. Kicks him out a window. Ends up being one of the gargoyles that saves Batman. So, like I say, it was neither. I'm kind of flatlined with it. I have little nitpicks that don't really overly matter. But yeah, it was okay. I'm going to keep continuing it and see where it goes. I really, for the DC stuff I'm getting, I can't really say I'm going to drop anything until after probably the first story arc. Once the first story arcs are completed, then I can really say whether I'm going to continue with it or not. Okay, so the rest are all Marvel we got here, and getting into Invincible Iron Man 509. Really cool cover. I really actually like that cool new Asgardian upgraded armor of Stark's. This one wasn't the best tie-in for me for Fear Itself. I've been raving about the Iron Man Fear Itself books, but in this one it was good, it was enjoyable artwork, I think story was pretty good, but this one was mostly just a moral dilemma with Stark not wanting to kill the, I don't know what they were, the Dark Elves or whatever, the ones that sent the Mud Monster after him in the last issue. And at the end of it, you know, he shows up to the final battle to handle the weapons for the final fight. So he hands out the weapons to the rest of the Avengers. So good issue, but not the most exciting one out of the other Iron Man tie-ins to Fear Itself. And so speaking of that, Fear Itself, book 7 of 7. Seems like it's quite a bit thicker at a $5 price tag. I would assume it should be. But yeah, I found this one. There were a few things that did fall a little bit flat. This is one of those event books that probably really did need some of those extra tie-ins to really bring the story together. And it just quickly goes over everything, you know, that's happening in the overall event. So in this one, most of you guys probably know, yes, Thor dies. I did have a problem with, not with him dying, but just in the manner he did. It didn't seem that epic because it showed him mostly on top, you know, slashing at the serpent in his, you know, dragon form, and it didn't really show anything, you know, that would have, you know, made Thor die. You know, it didn't really show any devastating hits that the serpent was to him. So I don't know, his death was a little questionable to me for, you know, basically he's cutting up the dragon and then they both fall down and then Thor ends up dying. I didn't quite get it. Maybe he was in a weakened state from the previous battles or whatever, but the thing that really took the highlight of this book, I think, even like the Avengers were gotten their their Asgardian upgraded weapons from Tony Stark, and they went through a little bit of a change. Their costume changed a little bit to, you know, go with their Asgardian weapons. Seeing those were pretty cool, seeing their transformations with those weapons, but I would have liked to see them actually a lot more and seeing, you know, how much those weapons could have done. Maybe somebody out there was reading, I don't know if maybe New Avengers would have tied into this a lot better, showing those weapons. Maybe if somebody out there who was reading that could help me. If there was a particular title you think that really showcased the weapons from Asgard in a really cool way, let me know about that. But the thing that even the high point of this book for me, even more than them getting those weapons, was Captain America getting Thor's hammer. That was really amazing. I think that was the highlight of the book for me. Iron Man didn't make him a weapon because he thought that shield, nobody could beat the shield. But Iron Man didn't know that the shield got broken, so he didn't make him a weapon. But yeah, eventually when Thor fell, Captain America picked up the hammer. That was the highlight moment of this book for sure, I think. So overall, I think the event was good. I liked it. It was enjoyable. There's a little bit more want to fill in the story. So again, if you guys know one of the particular titles that really showcased some of the stuff that was happening in this event a lot better than issue 7 did, let me know. I might pick it up, I might not. But I am looking forward to issues 7.1, 7.2, 7.3 to, you know, further conclude the story. But overall, I did like the event. I like where some things are going. Yeah, it was enjoyable. I think it was worth my money, at least. I'm going to say that. Okay, so some other event books. Let's talk about both of them together quickly. Venom issue number 8. Nice looking cover there. If anybody noticed, it looks like his guns are out of ammo. So I thought that was just kind of something to point out in this, you know, the big spider monster is looming over him. So that's pretty cool. And of course, Amazing Spider-Man 672, pretty cool cover with Mary Jane and Peter Parker on there. So probably best to read Spider-Man or Venom issue number 8, and then that leads right into here. So the fight against the Queen and the eventual death of the Queen, and that leads a little bit more into here, and it kind of crosses over a little bit. You got Captain America, who was saved, and he comes to help Venom in his Commander Rogers uniform, and they help kick that Spider-Queen's butt. And the Amazing Spider-Man, of course, he basically saves the whole entire day and reverses everything, saves everybody. And this was a really good event. The stuff that it's going to be leading into, I think, was really great. I can't wait to read 673. Some of you guys already have, but where all this stuff is leading to, it's going to be really grand for Spider-Man. Yeah, just love the artwork. Ramos' artwork in this one was as well, and Mary Jane saying "I love you." Again, that's something that's going to be leading into the future. A lot of exciting developments. This one was probably really great event. Maybe even a little bit over Fear itself, because it had, you know, those really great Spider-Man epic moments. You know, you're really looking forward to the future of things. The artwork was great, but also that it didn't need a whole bunch of other tie-ins. Probably Fear itself needed a little bit more tie-ins to fill out the story than this one did. I think basically all you needed was just a Spider-Man title and probably the Venom title too. I think that was it. That's all you needed. And the Venom tie-ins were only a few issues anyway. So, but I think they did really good for the story. So, and we're truly connected to the story. So yeah, definitely amazing. Okay, how many we got left here? We got 4 left. Okay, Doc and Dark Wolverine 16. So basically they found out who the killer is, the Claws killer, which was a shape-shifting person who was the drug dealer who first did give Daken the heat. So he's going after him and trying to stop him. Daken is starting to get away from the heat pills a little bit more, but his healing factor is still a little bit messed up. And what's her name? Donna Keel, the FBI agent, is still under, or is under, I can't remember the guy's name, but anyways, the bad guy, drug dealer, you know, gave her some heat, so he's under her control, or she's under his control now. And basically what this fella wants to do is tear down Daken's hold over the criminal empire in LA, and that's basically where it leaves you off at the end, and then coming face to face. And so the next issue will be the battle against them. This particular LA story, it was turned out pretty good. It was good to see Daken, you know, just beat the heck and really torn down. So it's going to need to see him, how he's able to bounce back, but it's really good to see him just get his thumpings for, you know, all the terrible things that he's done. Okay, get into a couple of Wolverine issues. Wolverine issue number 17. Good little cover of him leaving LA, part of the Regenesis. This happens before Wolverine and the X-Men number 1. Basically, this one, he's been not performing to the best of his duties as the Black Dragon, the Lord of the I don't know, the underworld of Chinatown. And so anyways, he comes there and he's coming to collect some money, which I assume is for paying for the school. Anyways, he has a little conversation talking to Melita, how he's leaving, and yeah, he's going to be rebuilding the school. So anyways, there is some money in Chinatown that he has to go for, and this other kid does come to collect the Black Dragon to help anyways with these people that are being killed in Chinatown for some kind of drug war or whatever. So yeah, so anyways, he goes back to Chinatown to figure all that stuff out, and then at the end he gets caught between, you know, 2 opposing forces, and that's basically a cliffhanger. But yeah, Wolverine, always pretty good. Aaron's writing right now, I mean, I think he's writing the Wolverine title as well here. Yeah, so he's writing Wolverine in the X-Men. He's writing Wolverine. Aaron did the Schism. Definitely, Jason Aaron is becoming, you know, a fan favorite as a writer of Wolverine and the X-Men stuff. Really grand stuff that he's doing. So artwork in this one by Garney was also pretty good. Wolverine and the X-Men, issue number 1. I like this cover actually by Chris Bachalo. Chris Bachalo's artwork is kind of a you know, you love it or you hate it kind of thing, but I really like it. A lot of purples in his colors, but everything goes together. I mean, it's really, I think, cool pencils, great colors. And I found, out of all the variants and all the different covers, Chris Bachalo's actually I found the best. So anyways, in this one, you guys know, of course, what will probably happen after Wolverine issue number 17 and that storyline. But yeah, they rebuild the school. Most of you guys already know what happens, but some people are there to approve of the school, you know, and some funny moments happen with that. And that one little bugger who was the cause of Schism with all the Sentinels, he shows up, and just to basically tell you, you know, I'm here to ruin what you're doing. So I did it before, and I'm going to continue doing it. But yeah, this was really great issue, I think. Great art, loving it all. Yeah. Okay. So, and then finally we have the Incredible Hulk issue number 1, the Silvestri cover. Where I was ordering from was their variants were costing way too much money, so I had to get this one. The artwork interior, Silvestri's artwork, I quite liked, but this particular cover I didn't like the best. But yeah, that's the cover that I could afford. So in this one, I mean, it's pretty simple, just to set up everything that's happening, you know, of the character of Hulk and Bruce Banner, which are split apart now. It's an issue number 1. Really can't make any, I think, an analysis of this title yet, again, until the first story arc is completed. But it does a good job of setting up exactly what's happening. It still leaves a little bit of mystery as to how the Incredible Hulk was split apart. In an epilogue in the Fear itself, it does show a little epilogue story where Bruce Banner and the Hulk got split up, but that was still somehow in question how exactly that happened. So it does have something to do with you know, the after effects of Fear itself. But yeah, it definitely does raise a few questions, and in this one, and I know a lot of the stuff they were talking about what was going to happen in this book was basically they're trying to turn Banner into the monster more than Hulk is. So it's going to be interesting, and yeah, I'm gonna roll with it and see how this story plays out. So that's the comics I have for you guys. I have a couple more videos to show you too of some other items that I got from Amazon, so I'll show you guys those soon. So that's that, I guess. I'll get out of here, let you guys go watch some other cool videos and make your video responses for Nikki's contest. So yeah, we'll leave you with that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.